Right. You were
If I
saying
would
something.
have, if I would have had the prop, if I would have had it, if I would have had a box of Lucky Charms, I would be eating that right now. And then Paul, I would have looked at it as I was eating. Like, look, there's no more gold at the end of the rainbow because they raised the price of it.
That's, I don't even know what to say.
It sounded so much better in my
Really
head,
complex setup.
because there's the little Lucky Charm guy, and he's always looking for the gold.
Lucky leprechaun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's looking for the gold at the end of the rainbow. Xbox Live Gold pricing going up. I thought it was beautiful.
See, I thought they were going to get rid of Xbox Live Gold.
Well, they're just gonna. They can still have it, and they'll charge $99 a month. Like, it's. I mean, they have it, but they're making it really hard to justify. I mean, on one hand, they have the best value in gaming, which is Game Pass, and on the other hand, they have the worst value in gaming, which is Xbox Live Gold. Because if you want a year of it, it's $120.
Well, right, and they got rid of the year thing, right? Like
yeah, so you have to buy it in 6-month increments, which are now $60. Now, I believe the blog post said that if you're already subscribed, as long as you never untick the box to subscribe, you'll keep going at your current rate. But as new people come on board, they're going to start paying a whole bunch more money to play online. Or they could just go play on their PC for free.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're trying to sell Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they're... I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. They're not, quote-unquote, killing it, but, like, they shot it, and they're just going to let it bleed out until enough people convert over. And then...
You're full of wonderful comparisons
today. I know,
it's...
you
have a tough week? What's going on here?
Like I said, could have used a drink maybe before this. No,
Yeah.
It was a lot of fighting with software, actually, today. Just didn't want to do what I wanted it to do.
Probably didn't see these messages, but 15 minutes ago, I switched over to Teams because it had like a little yellow triangle thing on the icon. And had a little message at the top. There's no internet, so this can't work. I have the internet. My internet went off, so I stopped the app, restarted, didn't go away.
Let me see. Do I have any messages from you? I don't think I do.
I deleted them, but they even though I deleted them, I can see them here. Anyway,
wasn't there a movie about that? Like I See Dead Messages.
Don't give away the plot.
So, anyways, if you're looking to pick up Xbox Live Gold, it just went up in price. $10 a month. I mean, that's effectively what it is, and there's no more discounts if you buy it effectively in bulk. So,
I still have a card from a million years ago. 12 months of Xbox Live Gold, and I probably bought it for $30 or something because I think it was 60 like for a year, right? $59.99.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've never kind of cashed it in. Now I'm on Xbox Game Pass, so I don't even know if I could add it to my account, right?
You should go return it. You'd make money.
Well, I can't return. Dude, I'll show it to you because you can tell from how it looks.
Is it like the orange one? Yes, it is.
It's like so old, right?
Yeah. Just go take that back to Toys R Us. I'm sure they'll take it right back.
Actually, I worked at Toys R Us, and I know they will too. Actually, that's funny.
What toy?
And by the way, this is worth $120 now. So if you could just, give me that back, that'd be good.
So, yeah. Anyways, that's sort of the big news. Other than the fact that Intel crushed their earnings right before their CEO left, but I think that's a side effect of the world and then not the future. But
yeah, last year was a good year for PCs for sure. Some big numbers. It's good. They're doing good.
Yeah.
Although, depending on how you look at it, I gotta bring this thing up to get the exact numbers. But like the the year-over-year changes actually weren't all that dramatic. Like full year, income was flat and revenues were up 8%. If you just look at the fourth quarter, which was the thing we're talking about. The PC business, just by itself, the client computing group, revenues were up 9% year over year. It's good, but it's not like they're up 50%. It's it's good.
What was I going to say? Microsoft has their earnings next week. It'll be
early, like Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I thought it was the 26th. Does that sound?
Well, the Tuesday is the 26th.
Microsoft earnings date. Let's see if Google pulls it up.
I believe this is the second quarter in a row they've kind of done this. Like, as usually,
it is the 26th that it is on Tuesday.
It's a weird day.
It's
for Microsoft earnings.
Maybe they're trying to get. I don't know, but I would be surprised at this point if Surface is below $2 billion. They've never crossed it, but they get like 1.9.
So you think last quarter was their first $2 billion quarter? That's your prediction?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close.
Oh, I mean, the quarter before that was like 1.9 something, and that wasn't the holiday quarter. I mean, I don't know if people are gifting Surfaces, but
yeah, okay. Yeah.
The Duo came out that could push them over, Paul. No.
No.
Yeah. Okay. The only other thing really kind of worth talking about is our friend Mark Gurman. I think I'm going to start a GoFundMe for him. It's going to be called Personal Security Detail. Because it looked like he leaked today all of Apple's plans for effectively 2021. It looks like the MacBook Pro is effectively they just deleted everything Johnny Ive designed.
Yeah.
Went back to 2015 and said, "How do we upgrade that?" And that's what they're doing.
Not a bad plan.
No, that was one of the best laptops arguably ever, and they're just going to recreate it, but with an M1 inside.
Yeah.
No touch bar, SD slot, MagSafe.
I just got a MacBook Pro in for evaluation purposes, and it has a touch bar.
Yeah,
and it's like it's like dead technology walking. Like I don't. This was never a good idea, ever. And actually, the biggest mistake they made wasn't so much making it, although we can argue that. I still find it so incredibly hard to believe that if you buy now, it's any MacBook Pro, I guess, from here on out. But no, it isn't. I'm sorry, but most MacBook Pros and all higher end MacBook Pros, right, like the 15 or 16, whatever the version is they have now, you can't not get it. Like, there's not even an option to get a function key row. And I think most professional users would probably prefer that.
Well, don't forget when they launched this thing, it didn't even have an escape key, not even virtually. Like there was no escape key.
That's right. That's right. There is now, by the way. Yeah. They added that.
Such a revolutionary feature addition.
Yeah. I like the way they do it on the MacBook Air, honestly, where it's just a function row and then they have the Touch ID button. That's power, but it's also your fingerprint reader. And of course, we're seeing a lot of PC makers now putting fingerprint readers right in the keyboard as well, which I really like. It's just it's the right way to do it.
Now, if only they put it back on the iPhone and make life better, because that would
there were rumors. I think we're working toward it. Maybe an in-screen version.
Yeah, we'll get there, probably right before the next pandemic. So that'll be great.
Right. The next pandemic will be touch-based, and actually Face ID would have been nice.
That'll be about the time.
The airborne version of leprosy or something.
Yes, it'll actually just nuke your fingerprints. That's the next one.
Right.
And so it'll be just, you'll have no way to authenticate. You'll have no port to use.
Wrong year to shave off my fingerprints.
This has been a weird podcast.
I know. It's like a fever dream. I don't know what's happening.
Fever dream. Well, there's been nothing this week, but really big things. I mean, the Xbox Live stuff is kind of.
Yeah. That one kind of. I caught a rumor, probably in my Google feed, that said something like Microsoft might be raising the price of the 6-month version or something like that. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
They're not raising the price of one of them, And then this morning that, the actual news hit, and I was like, okay, yeah. I really thought they were working toward getting rid of it, but actually this might not change that.
I don't think they will truly nuke it.
Well, it just doesn't have a lot to offer.
Paul, are you telling me the games with gold that dribbles out it?
Okay. Honestly, that's okay. My only concern with that is, you're not getting those games for free. Like, you can use them for free as long as your subscription is, running. And I don't know. I don't know. Actually, this coming month's games look pretty good. Like the last few months have been kind of tough. I don't know. I don't know, Brad. I don't know.
Well, that's unfortunate because I was going to say I do know, but I really don't. I mean, I just imagine that they're sitting around a boardroom. They're about to make an acquisition. Like, how can we afford this?
Well, even you could go back 10 years and be like, so what's the point of this subscription? You can play multiplayer online games. Okay. It's like, well, that's all I do. So I guess I need this thing, you know? Now I appreciate that they've been doing games with gold for several years. There is a nice value to that especially if you like to play a lot of the different games, you know? So there's some value to that for sure, but it's still, I mean, the way it's priced now, we already talked about this. I mean, it's really edging into Game Pass territory, and it's like, why would you just not get Game Pass? And maybe that literally is the point. In fact, 1 year from now, they'll be like, you know what? We were going to keep this thing running, but so many people just want Game Pass. We're just doing what the market wants. We're not going to have this Xbox Live Gold thing anymore. Like, you can almost imagine that's how we're going to get talked into this. You know, like that's how they're going to do it.
What would have made more sense and made me partially happy is if they would have said, hey, it's like a family plan now. Like anybody in your house can use this to whatever, right. And that's their price. Just nope. So you can pay $120 to play your games online and then
by yourself.
Yeah, by yourself.
Just you. Yeah.
The only other notable thing that's come out is I kind of forgot about this. Edge is now a year old, like officially out in the public. You can go grab some new themes if that's what you're doing. There's password manager. You can sleep your tabs. You can do some stuff. Yeah.
So the big thing to me, and it, yes, they released it a year ago. Literally this month, it is what I would call feature complete. It actually took a year, and that blows my mind. I mean, they've certainly updated it a lot. There's been a lot of things over the course of the past year that have come into the browser, but just this month, they added browser history and tab syncing with like cross devices, including mobile. Right. This thing has been grayed out in settings for a year, those two settings. I don't understand why that took so long,
Maybe they wanted to save it for the year announcement. I'm making that up, but...
No, I mean, you could make an argument that the browser should never have shipped a year ago in the state it was then in, right? Because it was incomplete, and there was a lot more missing than that thing I just mentioned. I mean, there were
back when it
many
launched,
other
for
syncing
sure.
items. Yeah, lots of stuff. Anyway, yeah, a year later, absolutely, it's in great shape. And even like the shopping stuff, which I kind of made fun of and knee jerk assumed I would just want to get rid of. I've actually used it.
Yeah.
it's proven to be useful. And so that's neat. I mean, so yeah. And then I guess I don't know when it's happening. A couple months. We'll finally get vertical tabs, which some people seem to be really exciting
Yeah,
about.
I can't. I tried that. I tried that. I can't do it. Like I get why people might like it, but
is there something wrong with them and they're broken inside?
Well, it's, the people who like that are also the same people that put their taskbar at the top of the screen.
It's just thinking about on the left or right or something. Yeah, it just you try it, you're like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's like there's something.
Yeah,
it's like trying to use a spoon to eat like steak, right? Like technically it works, but you
should have stuck. But you should have said fork to eat Lucky Charms, right? See, that would have been a nice.
See, that would have wrapped this up nicely.
Right, but we're not thinking clearly today.
No, it's all the alcohol that I want to drink.
Well, now you can.
No, I still got to go pick my kid up.